Hello, I'm Dr. Mendes, a veterinarian for the California Department of Food and Agriculture. To discuss custom and slaughter, a bit of history is in order. After the Vietnam War ended in 1975, there was an influx of Southeast Asian immigrants settling in California. They had to learn English and assimilate American culture, but also brought their own habits and cultural traditions that influenced their local businesses. There was a sharp increase in unregulated sale and slaughtering of livestock by local farmers to fulfill the demands of customers who resisted buying the meat they consumed at supermarkets. This posed potential dangers to the public health with uninspected meat products that could be diseased and/or contaminated with pathogens due to unsanitary conditions and poor slaughtering practices. Miam long yasa.
Yam long. What you need to do, you have to go see pigs, all right? We have like live pig over there. You go see which one you want, right? We have different size, like small, roaster size. Okay, you say I want this one, then what we do, we just take your pig out, then we cut. Depend on customer. They want to cut into small pieces, we can do. And we clean intestine, everything, inside stuff. God, we clean everything out.
The urgent need for regulation led to the California Meat and Poultry Supplemental Inspection Act, Chapter 4.1 of the Food Agriculture Code, that became effective in 1983. It authorized the Secretary of the California Department of Food and Agriculture to license custom livestock slaughter establishments. They are exempt from federal inspection. As an inspector for the Meat, Poultry and Egg Safety Branch, MPS, part of my job is to train and test owners and/or employees of custom slaughterhouse so they can offer consumers healthy meat. As an inspector assigned to these facilities, I make random inspections to assure that sanitary procedures are followed. I am available to assist this establishment when the veterinarian is needed to diagnose and determine if the carcass and viscera are safe for human consumption or need to be condemned and disposed of accordingly. The livestock sold at these facilities are sold whole and are not available in retail stores as are USDA inspected products. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hi, Ahmed. Can I ask you the purpose of halal?
Halal meat is supposed to be clean, safe for your family, and humanely harvested. First of all, the animal has to be all during his life treated humanely and ending the life humanely, nicely. It's a soul and you have to take that soul and use it for a meat. You have to thank God for allowing you to use that animal to eat. It has to be facing Mecca, laying on the left-hand side, one slot only, nicely with a sharp knife. Before you do the harvesting, you have to say the prayer, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, which it means, in the name of God, God is great. It just ask, thank you God for allowing me to use this animal for food.
In order for this establishment to exist, the owner and/or employees must be trained in basic anatomy, microbiology, inspection procedures, and common diseases. Finally, they are tested and licensed as a livestock meat inspector by the MPS branch. Once licensed, the business is allowed to operate slaughtering and inspecting livestock for their customers without the presence of an MPS branch inspector. To maintain the license, it's mandatory that the license owner and/or employee attend yearly continuing education classes provided by the MPS branch. What makes the custom slaughterhouse unique is the close involvement of the customer who buys the whole animal for his or her own consumption and by law, not for resale. Before the animal is slaughtered, there is an anti-mortem inspection which is carried out by the livestock meat inspector. At the same time, the customer observes the livestock both arrest and in motion, decide which one to purchase. The establishment then provides the slaughter and post-mortem inspection services in the slaughter room within the presence of the customer. Fueled by the farm to fork movement and growing demands of the public, these slaughterhouses have increased in popularity, many of them catering to niche markets. The facilities showed here represent a rising number of California state licensed custom slaughterhouses that allow local ethnic groups to maintain religious and cultural customs brought from their homelands. Thank you for being part of making California a great place to live and eat.